Hi, how are you? Good to see you again. Glad you're here. Let's keep trading simple. And that's kind of my motto. So we're going to keep it real simple. This is to figure out or understand the difference between just a pullback and or a complete reversal, like a new direction for a stock or for the market. They're all the same. Clues, there's not one clue that's going to give you the total answer. But to keep it simple and to keep your money safe, we're going to just do that, just narrow it down to just a couple, one or two things. In fact, we don't even need this line. I'm going to close that out. It's a moving average, 21-day moving average that I took away. And it's neither here nor there. It is a useful tool, but it's just another clue. It's not the answer, all right? So the easiest way to determine if it's a pullback, because we all get nervous when the stock goes down. We're like, what the heck? I had money in here, now it's taking it away from me. It's supposed to keep going up forever and ever and ever. Well, if you've been in the market for any length of time, you know that doesn't happen, and it goes up and down. And if you haven't seen my trend line, take a look at that. You can determine that it is very methodical, is very intentional on the path that it is taking. So we want to determine if some of those ups and downs during the overall trend are a sign of turning the trend in a whole new direction, or just part of the natural flow of up and down. All right, so let's take a look. This is Boeing, BA is Boeing stock, and it's in the chatter a lot right now, and people are looking at it, and it's gone from 400 plus all the way down to here. Today it's at 135. Okay, it just went up $15 yesterday. So let's take a look. This is just a time frame of 2009. So this is the actual low of the financial crisis. Okay, going out to here 2012. All right, let's take a look. Here we go. Let's draw our trend line first. Okay, and those are easy to see. Let's do it from here to here. Okay, we'll put our trend line from here to here and draw it out into the future. So we don't know what's happening here yet. So if we started here and we're going along, and this backed up, went up, 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 and then back down, down, down a little ways, and it decided to cross our trend line, now we're nervous, and we have to determine, is this going to go back down to the lows of the financial crisis, or is this a pullback? Okay, so if we're investing for a longer term, we don't want to be in and out all the time. So we're going to take a look, and it pulls back and it holds this line, right? It holds this $60 line, and it goes up and it comes down and it goes up and it comes down. Well, this one came below our line, right? So how do we know if this is a pullback or the reversal? That's what we're trying to figure out. So there is no one answer, so I'll tell you that to be up front. But the clues that I see on how this is a pullback and not a reversal is, I'm going to zoom in a tiny bit, is these are monthly bars. So as we're up here, a new high from previous, we're at a new high from the previous high just a year ago, April 2010 to now April 2011. We got a new high. And now we have a pullback, all right? And so this pullback is 1 month. It's not too bad because we're looking at the previous bar, and it did not engulf the entire bar. It did not scare everybody out. It just slowly and methodically kind of sneaked on down here. Nothing too scary, nothing too crazy. And this one dropped quite a bit and then pushed back up above this support line and closed up here. So these are all good signs. These are good signs that they're slowly coming down. This one is a very good sign because it pushed all the way up from the lows up to the top third of the entire bar candlestick. And the other clue I have is this volume jumped up, way up, okay, almost twice as much as the previous. So that's a good sign that there's a lot of volume and it didn't crash down. It didn't go clearly down below. It was actually clearly pushing up, because this was a big red bar and then it pushed all the way back up to here. So that's a good sign of a pullback. And so we moved on to another one. No new lows, all right? Not a new low from the previous bar. And then we got a higher low with a green bar, and now we're feeling safe again. You could actually buy more right in here, okay, and get that. That is a pullback. They're slow and methodical and just uncertain. They kind of keep you in question, like what's really happening here? Is this really going to be it? If we look over in this area, let's see if, and we put as we moved across this first trend line, and it bounced down here 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months it was down here. 5 we got a relief. 6 months it came back down here. 7 months it's down here in the range, and we're just still uncertain. And so that is when, as those days keep creeping forward and months keep creeping forward, you can put a little rectangle of all of this uncertainty, all right, this box chart. And then if it breaks above the box chart, okay, we're good to go. Pullback, 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 right back to where we started. But at least we know potentially it's not a new direction. It's just a pullback to retest this new support versus way down here at this support. So we've moved our support up, we've moved our support up, and now this is a sideways action that is creating a new support level. So if you have a pullback to a support level, it's a very good sign, especially with the volume spike. If it would have broken down and closed down here, clearly red, that would be a whole new video, okay? That would be a clear sign that it has changed direction. So let's move forward a little ways into more current, and let's see what a reversal looks like. I'm going to move ahead into closer to today's time frame. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. We're climbing, climbing, climbing fast, as you can see. All right, here we are getting up here. All right, so this is current month. This is actually, what are we looking at? February down below here on the bottom, February 2019. So February of 2019, we had, well, look at all this. This was a year plus of digestion, sideways movement, building support, okay? And then we had a breakout above the box. That's a good sign. So we're moving up, moving up, moving up. Got all the way up to a high of $441 for Boeing. Okay, so the trend is still clearly up, doing a nice, pretty job. All right, I'm gonna show you a ray on here. Get that a little more better to see. There we go. So we're gonna move out 1 month and see the difference between a pullback and a reversal, reverse in the trend. So here is 1 month. I'm going to move it over 1 month. So here's my explanation. I'm going to zoom in for you. We moved up out of the bar, out of the box, out of the box. It gapped up even more. So it's a high of $446. Okay. Throughout the month, we went down, 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 engulfed the entire previous green bar, the breakout bar, engulfed it, and continued down below, see the tail, and then closed up here below the previous bar. All right, that's one very big signal. The other big signal is look at this volume. This is massive volume. And when we are down that far, it is massive selling volume. This only happens with institutional selling. Does not happen with you and me. Does not happen with everybody you know that's trading. Institutions do so much more than us. Okay, that is a big sign for a reversal. It could be a pullback, but we want to look and we want to check. All right, staying down here, staying down, came up to the trend line. So now we've gone back up above the trend line. So we're still counting on this one to give us our overall reversal trend. I'm thinking that this trend could now be this way, all because of this bar. So this bar tells me, yep, it's pretty big. It engulfed a breakout bar, and the volume is 2 to 3 times more down. It's massive, all right? And so now we're into January of 2019. I'm going to go out a few months, and as you can see, we just keep bouncing around in there, all right? We have a new support. So this is almost an entire year, right? Another continuation of our box, peaked up, now it came back down. All right, let's keep moving forward. We are now into, what is this, February of 2020, COVID crisis, and let's take it on out. And that, my friends, is why you need to pay attention to the signals. Even if you stayed in this as an investment and said, well, it could go back up. It could, and that's thinking. What we need to do is follow the charts and follow the signals that the institutions are giving us. We are not smarter, and we don't have the money to change the market's trend. These guys do, and that's who we need to listen to, and that's who we need to follow. That's how you make money, okay? So when they say, nope, we're not going any higher, we're going to close down below, we're going to reverse this, and I'm telling you by the volume. I'm going to explain to you, this is what the institutions are telling us, I'm going to explain to you that we just tripled the volume and said, we're not going anymore. And we'll fight it out in here. And then, you know, unfortunately, we had a catalyst of the COVID crisis, which took us down. I don't know what would have taken us up, being we had already changed direction. All right. That is pullback versus reversal. I know it's a little long-winded and not very exciting, but it's a great piece of information. You can do that on any time frame. I use monthly because it's just a little easier to see some of the more investing tools that you can use. That's really it. So hope you're enjoying this simple tools on how to keep your money. Check out my links below, and we'll talk to you soon. See you next Monday.